greatest rivalries for the first time on pay-per-view. About to make his way to the ring, former ROH World Champion Bryan Danielson. He is known as the best in the world for good reason. He was in the main event of the very first ROH show. He won the main event of ROH's first pay-per-view. He was world champion for 15 months, and Danielson is currently 3-1 in singles competition on ROH pay-per-view.
From Abilene, Washington, weighing 185 pounds, American Dragon, Bryan Danielson!
In 2004, Danielson was faced with a young upstart named Aries. Aries made his reputation in 2004 by taking Danielson to the limit in the first survival of the fittest, and then battling Danielson for 75 minutes in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup at Testing the Limit. These two have collided many times since, and now, for the first time, this classic rivalry is coming to Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
About to come through the curtain is yet another former ROH World Champion in Aries. As the World Champion, Aries defended his belt from Mexico to Europe, and he is also a former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champ. He's currently 2-1 in singles competition on ROH pay-per-view.
His opponent, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing 205 pounds, Austin
Aries currently has the upper hand in this rivalry. He defeated Danielson last year in that classic best 2 out of 3 series that saw them battle in matches from Boston to San Francisco and Philadelphia, and Aries earned his status as the ace of Ring of Honor by winning that series. Unfortunately, he's also coming off a grueling loss in a world title bout back at Rising Above, and Bryan Danielson knows he needs the world title to back up his best in the world moniker. Both these guys need a win to get in line for that world title shot. Sit back and get ready, fans. This is professional wrestling at its most competitive level. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, against Austin Aries on ROH pay-per-view.
The opening bell sounds, and we are in for a treat. This not a blood feud, the rivalry between these two men. It's more based on competition, on athleticism, and who is the very best scientific wrestler between Danielson and Aries.
Collar and elbow tie-up as Danielson backs Aries into the corner. We get a clean break. Another show of the signs of good sportsmanship and competition between these two great athletes. And it's a rivalry that's really taken itself to another level over the past couple of months here in Ring of Honor, as these two really decided, since they bring out such the best in one another as opponents, they wanted to see what it would be like to work together as teammates once in a while. They've actually teamed up as tag team partners on occasion here over the past several months.
And they've been very successful as a tag team unit, but it hasn't really taken anything away from their rivalry.
And that rivalry has had its moments where tempers have flared. Of course, remember back at Undeniable, the pay-per-view, where Nigel McGuinness won the ROH World title, that post-match celebration, it was Bryan Danielson interrupting Nigel's moment, the moment he'd waited for so long, and Austin Aries took an exception to that and really got in the face of Danielson.
You gotta wonder if those tempers might flare again here this evening during this contest as Austin Aries reaches the ropes and Bryan Danielson releases the hold.
He backs to the neutral corner as once again Todd Sinclair asks for and gets the clean break. These two men circle each other, they know each other so well. They're going to be a little bit tentative here, you would think, in the opening, to not make that all-important first mistake. And Danielson controlling the wrist of Aries, takes him down to the canvas and controls the arm.
Should be a great scientific wrestling duel between these two men. The game of human chess. As Bryan Danielson has Aries at a seated position with the hammerlock, but Aries wrapping his legs around the head of Danielson and claps those legs around the ears, right back to his feet. Side headlock takeover, but a head scissors by Danielson. Headstand by Aries, trying to escape, but Danielson just driving the head of Austin Aries down to the canvas before he can escape.
It was a case of knowing your opponent's tendencies. Aries likes to utilize that drop kick out of the headstand, and Danielson planted him head first into the canvas to stop that, but Aries once again found another escape and was able to wrench back on the knees of Danielson, who now makes his way back to the ropes, trying to buy some time as Aries stalks him back to his feet.
Both men back in a standing position here. Aries just waiting for Danielson. Single-handed Greco-Roman knuckle lock. And they lock the other hands as well. Test of strength right here in the center of the ring. Chest to chest they come.
Both these guys are very evenly matched size-wise. It's going to be who has the best leverage is going to be able to control it, and it's Aries taking him down off his feet with a back heel trip and a nice bridge by Danielson. Aries comes down with all his weight, but Danielson refuses to break the bridge. Great show of neck strength on the part of Bryan Danielson.
Back to his feet. Monkey flip, still holding on to the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Aries now with the monkey flip on Danielson, still with the knuckle lock applied.
Neither man again able to gain a sustained advantage here. So Aries kicking away the legs, trying to maintain control. Danielson back to his feet, trying to alleviate that control. Back to back they go, and Danielson lands on his feet. Aries off the ropes, drop kick by Danielson.
Nicely done by the American Dragon. Butterflies the arm, suplex down to the canvas, right into a cover, and Aries gets his shoulder up. Danielson keeping control of the arm here. As now it's Aries trying to utilize the bridge to make sure that his shoulders are not flat against the canvas and to try to alleviate the pressure on that arm.
Gets to his knees to do just that. Danielson, they're trying to drive him back down to the canvas, uses the leg strength to do just that, and Aries once again finds his back to the canvas.
Trying to maneuver his way free here as Danielson keeps hold of the wrist of Austin Aries, maintaining the hold.
Dave, you mentioned the game of human chess analogy earlier on at the beginning of the matchup, and it's a cliche that's used so often, and it's never been more apropos in a match like this between two guys who know each other so well. You have to be able to plan moves ahead, and right there, Austin Aries finally was able to hit that headstand dropkick that Bryan Danielson so successfully countered earlier. You learn your opponent's tendencies, and you try to take those things that he likes to do away from him.
Into the side headlock goes Austin Aries. Danielson, though, trying to use his leverage to back him into the ropes. He does, and sends Aries off. Shoulder tackle, down goes Dragon. They've been very cautious. Aries hits the ropes. But Danielson, as he was trying to cross over, grabbed hold of Austin Aries' leg. And now, into cattle mutilation goes Danielson. But Aries quickly escapes and drives down with the knee.
Right down across the face. Aries not worn down enough. Driving the knees to the forehead of Bryan Danielson. And Danielson struggling underneath the bottom rope to get an escape. He knows that in that position, after using those knee strikes, he likes to utilize the last chancery.
Saw that Aries was going for the dive through the ropes and drove the knee right into the midsection. Put a stop to Aries' momentum.
It's another example of these guys knowing each other so well. Aries likes to utilize that dive when his opponent's on the floor.
Danielson flies off the top rope, but Aries moves out of harm's way. And Danielson goes crashing down to the mat.
That's the fourth or fifth example in this matchup already where guys went for trademark maneuvers and the others was ready to block it at any opportunity.
Driving that knee. Austin Aries now hooking the leg, but Danielson able to kick out. He's controlling the arm of Bryan Danielson, ringing away on it. Into the hammerlock he goes. Got him hold of the back of his neck, Bryan Danielson, as Aries brings him down to the mat and putting pressure on the back of the neck.
Aries must have seen Danielson favoring that part of his body and immediately went to attack it. Smart strategy on the part of Aries. Submission predicament here and just raining down blows on the back of the neck.
Yeah, repeatedly, but Danielson hanging in there, not giving it up. trying to inch his way maybe toward the ropes to get his leg across that bottom rope to force a break of the submission hold. And he does reach the ropes. And Aries releases the hold, but did a lot of damage to the neck and the back of the head of Bryan Danielson right there.
And wasting no time, sensing that he has Dragon in trouble. Goes to work out on the floor. Danielson bent over the edge of the ring apron. Aries out on the floor. Charges and drives the knee right to the side of the head.
Back inside the ring. And Aries crashing down on the back of Danielson's head.
Yet another blow to the back of the neck of Bryan Danielson. From the moment that Bryan Danielson grabbed the back of his head several minutes ago, Austin Aries has just made a beeline for that body part, and he has been focused on it nonstop.
Perhaps Danielson is the one that's going to get his head kicked in. Brings it back inside the ring. Austin Aries stepping through the ropes. Just standing over Danielson, immediately going for the cover now. Danielson kicks out. The damage was done out on the floor. As soon as he brought it back inside, Aries very wisely went for that cover.
Again, another submission predicament for Danielson. All the body weight of Austin Aries sitting down on the back of the head and the neck as he drives it towards the knee, which is right across his other leg as he pulls back on the heel. Down into a pinning combination, but only two.
Nicely done right there by Austin Aries. And he's staying right on the neck of Bryan Danielson. He's got him in the corner now. Overhand chop right across the chest.
Aries comes from the left side and connects. It's Danielson in the corner. Sends him off hard. Charges, runs into the boot. And a hard kick from Danielson out of the corner. He had caught Aries coming in with that boot right to the elbow. And you see Danielson getting back to his feet as Aries tries to shake some feeling back into that arm.
European uppercut from American Dragon. A second. Aries staggered but still on his feet. 3 European uppercuts. Reversal of the Irish whip by Aries. Danielson goes through the legs and connects. Takes him off his feet with the fourth.
He's able to avoid that roaring elbow Aries likes to utilize and connect with another European. Brings him out of the corner. Aries hits the buckle hard. Danielson to the far corner. Charges with a head of steam and drives the forearm to the side of the neck.
Traps the head, brings him over with the suplex. Aries with the shoulder up. Tide of the match is turning in favor of Bryan Danielson. You can notice that he's still favoring that neck from the damage done by Austin Aries. As now Aries' chest first down on the canvas. Danielson standing on the back of his knees, trying to fight to grab hold of the arms possibly to cinch in the surfboard, but instead grabs hold of the face. He has until 5.
He certainly does, and he utilized all 5 seconds of the referee's count to his advantage.
Had hold of the arms, but instead just drives the knees of Austin Aries down into the mat.
He turns his attention right back to Aries and fires him off the ropes. Doesn't give him a chance and just charges and drives the knee right into the sternum. Cover.
Kick right to the spine. Pain shooting through the body of Austin Aries, but still with enough to kick out. As Danielson going to work on the trapezius muscles here. Aries fighting back to his feet.
Fans urging him on. Drives the elbow to the midsection, not once but twice, able to free himself. Danielson right back to the neck.
Elbow to the midsection by Aries. Grabs hold of the arms and looking for the tiger suplex from this position. But Aries drives Danielson into the corner and an elbow to the side of the head. Another elbow.
Danielson sent to the corner, runs up the ropes. Aries charges with Danielson over the top. Clothesline from Aries doesn't get him all the way over, but then just shoves him out to the floor. The heat-seeking missile connects.
And drove Danielson into the barricade, and then clutching the back of his head and his neck. As Aries wisely brings the action back inside. Steps through the ropes, looking to do more damage here. And looking for the brainbuster. Danielson feels it coming and drives Aries into the corner.
Knee strike from Aries. Once again traps the head. Elevates Danielson, who lands on the apron. Another elbow to the back of the head. Down to the side of the face. Make it 3. Aries takes the elbow pad off.
Looking to do maximum damage to his opponent.
Bone on bone right to the side of the head of Bryan Danielson, who then kicks the arm right into the ring post.
Danielson realizing if Aries is going to pull off the elbow pad to do the most damage, he's going to target that arm and do as much damage as possible.
So wrenching down on that wrist and then reeks it down right over his shoulder and the top cable as well.
Danielson to the top rope. Aries on his feet. Missile drop kick connects. And Danielson nips right back up.
Burst of energy from Danielson, a bit of adrenaline flowing, but still clutching the back of his neck as he turns his attention back to Austin Aries. Has that arm hammerlocked. Trying to go for the crossface chicken wing.
Aries trying to block the attempt as Danielson has both arms now. Into cattle mutilation he goes. This is how he won the first pay-per-view main event.
He's got Aries trapped right in the center of the ring. Aries trying to roll towards the ropes, looking to alleviate the pressure, and then back to his feet. Danielson still with the arms trapped. Aries grabs the knee. Shin breaker, belly to back.
Good combination right there from Austin Aries, and more damage done to the neck of Bryan Danielson with that suplex. Roaring elbow blocked.
Triangle choke.
This could be it right here. Can Aries hang in there?
Danielson has it locked in. Needs to be careful of his own shoulders, however.
Still controlling the arm. Different position this time.
That arm trapped between his legs, bending that shoulder back against the grain, but Aries gets his foot on the bottom rope.
And again, taking full advantage of the referee's 5 count to do the most damage possible.
And how much damage has been done to the arm of Austin Aries.
Goes right back to the arms. Again, going for maybe a tiger suplex. Going to bring him down to the canvas for cattle mutilation once again.
Got a roll. Doesn't go for the pinfall. Cattle mutilation reversal.
Aries was on top, but only 2.
Voice the clothesline. Aries with the O'Connor roll. 1, 2. Danielson kicks out. Running knee strike from Aries.
Still nursing that arm, going for the brainbuster. Danielson blocks.
Oh, I don't think Aries can get him up. The pain.
Roaring elbow connects, but immediately grabbing hold of his arm. And Danielson going after the arm once again.
Trying to turn him over, the cross arm breaker. Aries rolls through. Kick to the head.
Small package. Almost had him right there with one of Danielson's own specialty moves.
Back and forth, this match is gone. Neither man able to put the other away.
Danielson has targeted the arm of Austin Aries. Aries has targeted the neck of Bryan Danielson. Both men picking one specific body part and sticking to it.
Danielson back to the corner by Aries and elevated to the top. Another overhand chop from Aries, but that one hurt him as well.
Perhaps looking for a superplex from this position, but Danielson fighting him off. Struggling for the advantage.
Triangle choke, he's got him hung up in the ropes.
Referee administers the count again. Releases at the count of about 4.5, doing more damage to the arm of Austin Aries.
Wasn't going to be able to win the match from that position, but still more punishment for Aries. Drop kick in the corner connects.
Aries with Danielson. Brainbuster! Oh, that was all impact on the neck of Danielson, but he kicked out.
Lex Chancery. More pressure on the neck. looking to get to the ropes. Knee strike. Repeated strikes to the head and the neck. Elbows. More knee strikes from Austin Aries. It's back and forth. Elbows once again from Danielson. And he's got the arm, really wrenching back on it. Aries is forced to tap.
Here is your winner by submission, American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson pulls out a new trick to win this chapter of the rivalry with the arm submission to defeat Austin Aries. You better believe he's going to be watching the World